As we go through our practice today, let's try and be mindful of our breath. And the quality of our breath is that the inhale is passive. We really don't have to do anything to get an inhale. That's an automatic, autonomic response. The exhale we can aid by contracting the belly button towards the back, which helps to purge the air, okay? So be mindful of your breath as we just sit here quietly. And let's begin. Inhale, bringing hands to heart center, sharing the pranava together one time. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Enjoying the Gayatri mantra together one time. Take a breath in. Om Bhava Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, release, open the eyes. Repeating what we did last week with the Kapalbhati breath and then the two soft inhales and exhales before beginning. What I would ask you to do is when you're doing the Kapalbhati breath, do it slow enough so that when you have the inhale portion of the breath, you really feel, you feel that you almost can envision the diaphragm descending and the lungs filling without you doing anything. So it may be as slow as boom, boom. All right, remember Kapalbhati breath is like blowing out a candle, and you're exhaling forcefully, belly button coming towards the spine. And then you simply relax. You don't do anything. The inhale will happen, and then you go boom, you exhale fast. So what I would invite you to do, 16 Kapalbhati breath, take a long exhale, and then breathe normally for 2 breaths, and then repeat the cycle. We'll do it 4 times. Okay, so sit up straight so that you can have nice space all through the torso. I'll walk us through the first one. Let's begin. Ready? Inhale and exhale. 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 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and exhale. And let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Kapalbhati. Go ahead on your own. I'll meet you when we're done. When you finish your 3 repetitions, just sit quietly and breathe normally. Take this time to quiet the body, quiet the thoughts, becoming more in tune with the breath. And as you inhale, open your eyes. We're all here in our seated position. We have a cushion or a block on the side. As we do our side bends today from a seated position, I'd like you to put your forearm on the cushion or block. And as you do a side bend, instead of thinking how far down can I get to the mat, I'd like you to think about keeping the spine lengthened and stretching out, up and over, okay? So we're sitting here. Go ahead, bring the right hand into position. Extend the left arm to the side, open up the palm. Inhale the arm up, drop the shoulder, lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend. Keep stretching up and over. Anchoring through the left knee, left hip. Lengthen, lengthen. Look underneath the armpit. Hold. Bring that right shoulder back. Soft breath. 8, 7, 6. So as you're doing this, you're not putting a lot of weight on the cushion. You're holding yourself up because you're stretching up and over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, let's come back to center. And exhale, release. Opposite side, left arm in position. Extend the right, open the palm. Inhale the arm up, drop the shoulder. I'm going to bend my elbow, but you guys will have a nice extended arm. Take a breath in and lengthen. Exhale, extend towards the left. Now lengthen the spine, up and over. Really find a nice line between the fingertips, elbow, shoulder, all the way down to the seat bones. Bring that left shoulder back. If you look underneath your armpit, it helps to keep the head in line with the spine. Soft breaths for 8, 7. Keep lifting up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, inhale, come back up, and exhale, release. Hands on both knees, working with the neck. Inhale, I look up. Exhale, the chin comes down 3 times. Let's begin. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, down. Shoulders don't move. Keep the spine long. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Let's all meet in neutral. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, look to the front. Mind your breath. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Bringing right ear to right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Release. Garuda Asana arms. Extend both arms out to the side. Open the palms. Drop the shoulders. Inhale, arms up. As we exhale, right arm crosses underneath the left elbow. Elbow to elbow. Back of the hand to back of the hand. Cross the wrists. Elbows down. Try and even out your shoulders. Feel a nice lengthening. Nice release of tension in that upper back. If you can't cross your wrists, just keep your hands palm to back of palm to back of palm. Okay, resist the urge to lean back. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, untwist the arms, palm to palm, elbow to elbow, and open up to cactus arms. All right, you'll notice that if you really are mindful of having a soft inhale and a more active exhale, you'll notice that it's much easier to breathe in this position. So let's do the left side. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, left arm crosses underneath the right at the elbows, cross at the elbows, back of palm to back of palm, and now cross over the wrists, bring the shoulders down, elbows down, sit up straight, and mindful of your breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, release, palm to palm, elbow to elbow, exhale, open up. Again on the right side, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, right arm crosses underneath the left elbow, elbow to elbow, back of palm to back of palm. Cross the wrists if you can and pull down. Sit up straight, forward fold. Take a breath in. As you exhale, forward fold, keep the elbows into the torso. Tuck the head. Keep the shoulders away from your ears as best you can. 4, 3. So you have to really be mindful that the shoulders don't creep up towards the ears. Keep your awareness there. 2, and 1. Coming up, inhale, rise up. Keep the chin tucked till you get to the top, then open up. Coming out of the pose, uncross, hand to hand, elbow to elbow, exhale, open up. Opposite side, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, left arm crosses underneath the right elbow. Lift back of hand to back of hand, cross the wrists, shoulders down. Tuck the elbows into the body for the forward fold. Take a breath in and exhale, forward fold. Tuck the chin, shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you come up, keep the chin tucked. Inhale, come up. It's only at the very top you release the chin, lengthen the body. Coming out, uncross the wrists and elbows. Exhale, open up, and release. Let's come into child's pose, extending those arms in front of us, really opening up the shoulders again. Again, it really doesn't matter in this pose if your knees are together or if they're apart. It's going to feel different for each person. Let's hold here in child's pose, finding some nice lengthening through the seat bone, crown of the head, opening up the shoulders. Also in those ankles. This is a rather extreme extension of the ankle. Coming into Vajrasana, lift the head, lengthen the back as you inhale, draw the hands towards the body, resting them lightly on your thighs. Focusing attention on keeping the hips squared and really understanding the opening of the hip As you inhale, stand on both knees. We're going to be, again, doing what we've done before, where we step forward into a lunge, so you may need to bring your body a little back. Knees are hip-width apart. Watch that there's a nice line between the knee, the hip, the spine. Drop the shoulders. You can have your hands on your hips as we begin. As you inhale, shift the weight left. As you exhale, step forward, find the lunge. Now this is the different part. This is where we have some movement. If you look down at your mat, if you're right in the middle of your mat, you'll notice the middle of your body is right in the midline of the mat. As I inhale, I straighten the front knee, trying to keep the foot on the mat. Exhale, I come back into my lunge. Repeat. Inhale, simply shift weight, keeping the foot on. Stay here. Now, you'll have noticed, everyone is going to be different, that for some of you, keeping the ankle extended and the total foot on the mat is no big deal. For others, like me, I actually have shifted my weight towards the left. Why? Because my ankle won't extend that much, and neither will this hip. It won't sit back into the socket, so I've had to compensate. So, what does that mean? That in this position, I'm going to try and bring my weight a little bit over to the right, back to the midline. All right, exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, come back up. Hands on hip. Inhale, lift the right toes up, extending the right heel forward. Exhale, come back into your lunge. Keeping the total right foot on the mat. Inhale, shift the weight back. Exhale, lift the right toes up. Take a breath in. Exhale, back to your lunge. Inhaling, coming back to standing on both knees. Shift the weight back. And bring the right knee back. All right, opposite side. Inhale, shift the weight right. Exhale, step forward. Find the lunge. Now, as I go back and forth, I'm doing my best to keep my torso up, shining the heart. Inhale, shift weight back. Left foot stays on the mat. Exhale, find the lunge. Inhale, come back. Hold here. Do a little bit of analysis. Continuing, take a breath in. Exhale, find the lunge. Inhale, shift back. And again, inhale, lift the left toes, perhaps sliding that left heel forward just a little bit, doing our best to stay squared. Take a breath in. Exhale, find the lunge. Repeating, inhale, shift the weight back. And now lift the left toes up. Take a breath in. And exhale, lunge. Again, inhale, shift weight back. Exhale, lifting the toes up. Take a breath in. And exhale, find the lunge. Coming back to our original position. Inhale, shift the weight back. And release the left knee. Exhale, sit in Vajrasana. Release the hands to the thighs, roll the shoulders up and back, lengthen the back, close the eyes and hold. Bringing a block into position, maybe two. Coming into hanumansana, which is splits, side splits. We'll do a few hamstring stretches to warm up, but have your blocks ready. Inhale, coming up on your knees. Right side first. Inhale, shift the weight left. Exhale, step forward with the right. Find the lunge. Keep the torso nice and lengthened here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Same back and forth motion here, but this time we're really using our stabilizers through the core. Inhale, shift the weight back. Exhale, lift the right toes up. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your lunge. Inhale, shift weight back. Exhale, lift toes up. Take a breath. Exhale, find the lunge. One more. Inhale, shift weight back. Exhale, lift toes. Take a breath. And exhale, come back to your lunge. Take a breath here. As we exhale, drop the hands to either side of the right foot, hamstring stretch. Exhale, shift the weight back, but this time we're extending the torso over that right leg. Think about lengthening over rather than collapsing over the leg. Are your hips still squared? Is your body still in the midline of your mat? Let's hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, take a breath in. As you exhale, come back to your lunge. Release the hands. Inhale the arms up. Drop the shoulders. Square the hips. Coming back to original position. As you inhale, shift the weight back. And draw the right knee into position. Keep your hands where they are. Left side. Inhale, shift the weight to the right. Freeing up the left foot. Step forward, exhale, and lunge. Hold. And let's begin. Inhale, shift the weight back. Exhale, lift those left toes up. Take a breath in. And exhale, lunge. Again, inhale, shift weight back. Exhale, lift toes. Take a breath in. And exhale, shift. Nice lunge. One more time. Inhale, shift weight back. Exhale, lift the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, find the lunge. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, release the hands to either side of the left foot. Hamstring stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, extend the torso over that left leg. Left toes are up or on the heel. Extend from the bottom of the spine through the crown of the head. Eight. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Coming out. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come back into your lunge. Inhale again, extending arms up high, drop shoulders, square hips, really opening through that right side. Coming back to the original position. Inhale, shift the weight back, and release the left knee, release the hands. Have a block or two ready to put underneath the right extended leg, or perhaps right in the midline of your body when we do the hanumansana. So let's come back on my mat a little bit. All right, ready? Hands could be on hips. Inhale, shift the weight left. Exhale, step forward. Put your block in position. Have the hands support you as you extend the legs either side. Now, I am not going down as far as I can today because I would like to keep my hips squared and keep my torso up. I could go further down, but then I lose some of that alignment. So I want you to really think about what you're doing. The object is not so much to come into the full splits as it is to have awareness of our hips and a nice extended spine. If you can, inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back into place to support you. And then slide that front foot back as best you can. And let's come back to standing on our knees. Sometimes you have to just let your body fall to the side and then come back into position. That's absolutely fine. All right, left side, hands are on hips. Inhale, shift the weight to the right. As you exhale, step forward, square off. Now start sliding the left foot forward, bringing your block into place, support with your hands, square off, extend the spine, inhale, arms up, drop the shoulders. We need to make a few adjustments along the way. Go ahead. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Support yourself as you get that front leg back. And let's bring it back into position so that we're standing on both knees. Take a breath in. Exhale to Vajrasana, sitting on our knees. All right, we're going to use our blocks again. Now that we've sort of warmed up the hips and the legs for the pigeon pose. Now, listen carefully, please. Remember, we've talked about the knee joint. The knee joint is a hinge. It can only do this, and it stays in this plane whether it is open to the side or not. It only moves in this hinge way. It doesn't torque left or right. So that's why when we're sitting in a cross-legged position, if you're feeling pain in your knee, it's because your knee is no longer in that one plane of movement. It's actually tilted a bit to one side, which means you're putting pressure on cartilage, on bone, on ligaments, and tendons. When we're young, no big deal. We can recover from that. But as you get older, this is going to cause arthritis and chronic issues, which is why we always say go ahead and use a block. There's nothing wrong with that to keep this knee joint in the same plane. Why is it not in the same plane when we open up in a cross-legged position? Because our hips will not open. This little muscle right here, it's not contracting enough, and we're not finding enough openness through here. Think about that when we do the pigeon pose. In the pigeon pose, just watch. Let's say I have my right leg extended behind me, just like we did right now in the hanumansana. The right leg is extended behind me like this, which means I really need a lot of opening through these hip flexors. And this hip joint has to come back into the pelvis. Now, the left leg, ideally, the hip is so open that this is at a 90-degree angle. Slight flexion in the ankle, ankle to knee, knee to hip is all 90 degree. But that supposes that your hip is really open and the hip joint can open that much. If it cannot, which mine cannot, and I don't want to hurt my knee, I bring this left heel in towards the body. I try and keep both hip points down, and if that is still a problem, I take a cushion or block and I put it underneath my left buttocks like this. Okay? So here, now I'm more squared. I'm not perfect yet, but my hips are more squared down. My knee is not torqued in any way, and I can lengthen through the spine. It's not easy, but it can be done. Alrighty? So let's come from Vajrasana. Have all your blocks ready. Shifting our weight to the right. Inhale, step forward with the left. Let's just find the lunge first so we can really feel where our range of motion is on the right side. Feel that opening there. Inhale, shift the weight back. Place your block down where you think your left buttocks is going to come. Hands to the mat, and go ahead, kind of walk your left foot to the right side of your mat so that you can come down onto your left hip, perhaps bend that knee, extend the right leg behind you. Good. Now, for some of us, it's very hard to extend the spine up. So don't worry. If you're leaning forward right now, that's fine. Just think about lengthening. No matter where you are, think about lengthening the spine. For me, I'm on my fingertips, actually, with my hands in front of my knee on either side of the mat, and I'm thinking about lengthening and squaring the hips. Okay, I think we're all in position. Let's exhale and come down to our forearms. This sort of eases the pose, at least in the back, but might cause a little more feeling through this hip joint, especially on the outside. Make sure if your knee is in pain, put something underneath that hip to lift up, and then automatically you're going to feel some relief. Let's hold here. So even here, I'm trying to lengthen through the spine. I'm not collapsing, bringing my shoulders away from my ears. Big breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Use that exhale and just try and relax through the hip, through the glutes. Especially for you runners and hikers, you have very well developed glutes, and sometimes they're a bit tight. So trying to relax there. 2 and 1. Coming out of the pose, let's just come right into a plank. That's kind of a nice way. So curl the toes under of the right foot. Inhale, lift up, slide the left hand or left foot behind you. You're in a nice plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch out, lengthen out. Give that left hip a chance to recover. Bringing the right knee forward. As you inhale, come into a plank. Inhale again, bring that right knee forward, and exhale, extend the left leg behind you. Now as you do this, take note of where you need to put your prop. So on this side, I definitely need the block on my right hip so that my right knee doesn't start to torque. Maybe I can bring my right heel a little bit away from the center of my body, but not much, maybe 2 centimeters. Oops, no, not even that. I'm going to bring it back in. All right, let's see if we can lengthen the spine, shine the heart. Square off the hips. Let's stay here for a few more breaths so we can really think about, with every exhale, what can I relax? Coming down, take a breath in. Exhale, come down to your forearms. Lengthen the back. Shoulders behind you. Head can be in neutral. Let's hold here for 8. 7. 'So remember, it's just mechanics. The mechanics of your body is that the more you relax, the greater range of motion in your joints and in the muscle groups will occur. If we introduce tension by pushing ourselves into the position, we're introducing tension, which is a contraction, which is not relaxation. And a contracted muscle is very hard to get to lengthen. I mean, there are ways to do it, and we need it for stability. Yes, that's true. But for now, we're working on awareness of relaxation through the hips, lengthening the spine so that we can take a nice deep breath. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Plank. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, scoot that right leg back. Yeah, you're actually in the dolphin. Dolphin plank. And exhale to dolphin. Or if you want to be on your wrist, you can switch. Come into downward facing dog. Let's hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, pass through plank. Exhale again, bring your knees down, and let's come into child's pose. Inhale to neutral tabletop, curl the toes under, push ourselves back into a low squat. Extend the arms forward, tuck the head. Nice curve of the back, feeling the lengthening from the tailbone to the top of the head. Coming to a standing position, release the hands. Let's draw the hands back if you can. Toes and fingers are in line. Exhale, forward fold, keeping the head down towards the mat, lengthening the torso over the thighs and knees. Reverse swan dive to come up with bent knees. Bend the knees first. Lengthen the back, lift the head. Inhale, extend arms to the side. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, release. Focusing again on awareness of the knee joint and the hips. Remember when we did that little Tai Chi walk? We're going to do another version of it. Here the focus is that each one of us will find out how much we need to bend that knee to lift the leg and move it without torquing the knee joint and keeping stability and squareness of the hips. All right, so watch. This is what we're going to do. Hands are on hips. Inhale, I shift the weight to the right and lift the left knee. Now, from here, look, I cross over, touch the left toe on the outside of the right foot. Inhale, come up. Then I cross in, then I just bring the left toe down, come up. Now I cross behind the left toe behind the right foot. Inhale, come up, and then simply bring the left toe behind and come up. Now what you will notice, depending on your hips, is that when you cross, if you're feeling a lot of tension on that right knee, the solution is bend your knees even more. That will help to open this movement here. Alrighty? And that's very important when we start to do eagle and when we're doing any kind of a balance move. So let's begin. You're in Tadasana. Hands on hips. Remember, integrity, lifting arch, slight external rotation of the knee and hip, lengthen the back, little pelvic tilt. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend both knees. Inhale, shift to the right and bring the left knee in front of the left hip. Left hip is squared. Don't let it come up. Bring it down. Take a breath in. Exhale, left toe to the outside of the right foot. Inhale, left knee comes up. Exhale, left toe right beside the right foot. Inhale, comes up. Exhale, left toe behind and crosses over the right foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left toe behind the right foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release down to Tadasana, toe, heel, standing on both legs. Right side. Inhale, shift the weight left, freeing up the right knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, cross in front. Inhale, come up. Exhale, right toe just beside the left toe. The foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left toes behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release to Tadasana, toe, heel. Great. So now we're going to do it again, and you can sort of play with how it feels depending on how deep you bend those knees and can still maintain integrity of a squared off hip. Let's begin. Inhale, shift weight right, left knee up. Take a breath in. Exhale, cross in front. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Shifting weight to the left. Inhale, shifting weight to the left. Right knee up. Exhale, cross in front. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, behind. Inhale, up, and release. Okay. Stay in your Tadasana. Close your eyes. All right, we're going to do the same thing now, but this time we're not going to touch our toe. We're just going to let it float above the mat. All righty? Staying in Tadasana. Eyes are open. Inhale, shift weight right. Left knee up. Exhale, cross in front. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, release to Tadasana. Great. Let's do it on the opposite side. Inhale, shift weight left. Right knee up. Exhale, cross front. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale, up. Exhale, all the way behind. Inhale, knee up. Tadasana. Again, remember, we're just floating the toes above the mat. Let's go. Inhale, shift weight right. Left knee up. Exhale, crosses in front. Inhale, up. Exhale, releases down. Inhale up. Exhale, crosses behind. Oops. Inhale up. Exhale, behind. Inhale up and Tadasana. Left side. Inhale, shift weight, lifting the right knee up. Exhale, cross. Inhale up. Inhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, cross behind. Inhale up. Exhale, cross behind you again. Inhale up and release. Good. Let's do one set of the Tai Chi walk. Remember the Tai Chi walk? I start in Tadasana, I bend my knees. Shift the weight left like we have. Lift the right foot up, then I cross it in front, kind of scoop a half circle around. Now I'm flexing my right foot as I gently bring the right heel down. Hips are squared. I'm going forward. I shift the weight forward, which just frees up that left foot. It has to come off. Scoop around and keep going forward, okay? Let's go forwards and backwards on our mat. Maybe one time. Look forward, set a focal point. The slower you go, the better. Notice how much you need to bend your knees, or not. And release. Good. You guys can practice this on your own after class as many times as you want. What's really fun to do is see, it's like those boxers. You see when they're training, they have to keep their knees bent and keep level for the whole time they're walking. So once you have your knees bent at a certain level, throughout the whole movement, you want to keep that level without straightening up. All right, let's come to our mat, spinal twist. Extend arms out to the sides, floating the knees over the hips all together. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, float the knees up. Exhale again, knees to the right. You look to the left. Let's hold here. I'll time us for 2 minutes. And coming out of the pose, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt. Just come back to center. And release to the other side for 2 more minutes. Coming out of the pose, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, float the knees to center. Hands to knees, knees to chest. Lengthen the back, widen the shoulders down to the mat. Chin is in neutral position. And on your next exhale, let's release, coming into Savasana. We have 5 more minutes, so if you'd like to, on your own, do some of the Kaya Kriya, the movement of the 3-part yoga breath with the movement of the body, go ahead. Or if you just want to stay in Savasana, that's up to you. So go ahead and choose what feels best for you. So if you did elect to do Kaya Kriya, let's finish and come into Savasana. And coming out of our Savasana today, first take note of your breath. And enjoying that quiet rhythm, begin to bring movement to the toes and ankles, wrists, fingers, elbows and knees, hips and shoulders, spine and neck. And on our next exhale, go ahead, let's roll to one side. On the next exhale, push up, find a nice seated position. Really feeling grateful for that ease of breath we have now and that ease of sitting quietly. All together, sharing the pranava for one last time today. Inhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And exhale, bow down to the teacher within. And inhale, come back up. Eyes open, full awareness. Namaste.